Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Replenish Me Show, where we give women, but especially moms, strategies to get from the chaos of wanting to be healthy to the calm of actually doing it with amazing, actual real life examples like the wonderful and beautiful guest I have today, Guna Meldere. And she is a wonderful woman who is actually a graphic designer, an artist, and a mom who has struggled a lot of her life with some very serious health issues. So we're going to listen to her story today and learn more about, what is it that you call it? Everything is figure-outable. So tell us about that.
Yes, hello everyone, and yes, indeed, everything is figure-outable, because if you think you are stuck in any of the field of your life, is it business or personal life or anything else, trust me, everything is figure-outable, and you can do it and you can change things completely around if you believe in it.
So tell us how you and your mother worked together to figure out your health trials, and just give us some background as to what were your health trials.
Yeah, so when I was really small, I had a lot of health issues. I was spending my all holidays and also like some springs and autumns basically in hospitals. I was treated with regular medicine all the time. My lungs was really weak, and I got all the kinds of lung issues and other things what really made my mom feel really not confident about that, like everything is good with my health, and she was struggling with that. And also I was struggling a lot because I missed school a lot. I missed a lot of activities what we was doing with friends. I missed a lot of things, and my mom thought no, it should change somehow, and she wanted to figure out. So, and that's how she started the journey. She started to collect the knowledge around about like some different alternative medicine, something what she can do additionally to like traditional medicine, and that's how she find out about like herbs and about just like emotional state as well. And basically from there, that was a long journey because it took like almost 10 years to actually get the progress and result, because of course we was like learning by doing and still was mixing together traditional and alternative medicine. But I can say we basically did it. Of course now as well I'm keep learning. I'm doing as I can, and of course learning and teaching stuff to my daughter. But we did, I think, incredible work, and we basically did everything opposite what doctors said, because doctors said for me no sports, no exercises, because it's too big pressure to my lungs. And then, but I felt really well doing it. I felt amazing. Sports was my one of the favorite objects in school. And my mom said, okay, let's trust our gut and let's do something. And I started to do sports. I went to dance classes, and I was starting to do things what I really love: swimming pool, art. My mom is a really good artist as well, so she was showing me how to do better and better. And being so happy and so busy with all those activities actually made me feel so much better. And compete like putting together with like herbs and all the essential oils and just all the other things what mom was finding, my health become much better. And after then I even started to participate in competitions, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, that girl, she was like never into sports, because of course I was never able to do it because of my health. But now I was just getting much healthier, much stronger, more confident, and most of all like happier. I was actually finding that yes, I can do it, and it just takes time, but I can do it, and I can actually be in control of my health. I don't need to just wait for the next decision what doctors may come up with.
So you know what I love about your story? It like pulls out my entire tagline. Your mom nourished you with wholesomeness, right? She energized you with movement. And then she helped you to sweet talk yourself by reframing your perspective with all the stuff that you love.
Yeah.
That's like my whole system of workout around my day.
I love it. And also, like, my mom is like my biggest inspiration. Her health is not so great, but even though she's not feeling well, she always smiles, she always is positive, and she always brings the positivity around her. And she is also the one who taught me that you don't need to work very, very hard to achieve something, because my grandmother was working her entire life really hard, from really early morning till really late evening, and she was giving her all to work. And my mom didn't see her a lot, so she was like, no, I will do something different. So she find a way how to spend with me the most of the time in my childhood, to teach me some things, and I'm really grateful for that, because I just really learn that you can be in control of your life. You can figure out, again, you can figure
Yes.
out how to do things that you actually like. For example, now as well, I'm building my business around my lifestyle. Family always comes first. Like, and that's my freedom, because there's nothing precious than your health and your time. And if your health is good, then you can uh, get your time and like spend with your family and friends, and you can do things what you love. If you don't have time because you work too much, well, that's not too much, not too good. And if you work too much that your health is getting worse, that's even worse.
Yeah.
So so yeah, that's my mantra, and I'm so grateful for my mom that she actually has taught me that. And I'm trying to do it the same with my family and my daughter.
So how old is your daughter?
She's 4. She
Aw.
just started school. It's like we now live in Scotland as well, closer to my mom. We moved 3 years ago, so it has been a little bit different, because it's like a completely different country, different language, and but it's nice. It's so beautiful, and I always think that change is for good. So we are enjoying.
Good, good. So your daughter, though, she doesn't have any health problems, right?
No, I'm like so happy.
Yes.
She's like, well, she's not really into like being like mommy, eating really healthy, like a lot of veggies and like smoothies and like herbs and teas. uh, but I can feel that she was like being really resistant earlier. Like, she was like really good when she was like 1.5. She was eating a lot of vegetables and everything what I basically give her. Then she was like so resistant, like, no, I will choose what I want to eat. And then she had like not the best choices for almost 2 years, and I was like feeling bad. I was like, maybe I'm like giving it too much everywhere, that she's actually being so resistant and she don't want to take it in. But now when she's closer to 5 years, she will be 5 in February, she is actually, even I'm not like telling her anything, she just like picks up what I do, and she kind of wants to repeat. If I do exercises, if I do some yoga or like some other movements, I'm not telling her, come on, do with me. I'm just waiting, and she comes and do with me, or maybe after like few hours she will put the yoga mattress and like, oh mom, put me some video, I want to do something as well. So she's slowly repeating, and as well like vegetables, she's like exploring more and more. So I'm like, okay, slowly and steady, and we will get there.
See, I like that. That's very natural too, because I noticed that with my kids, especially right now, like my 3-year-old, she turned 3 in May. And, you know, up until then, it was like whatever I ate, she would eat, right? But then all of a sudden, after she turned 3, it was just like, no, mom. You know, it's all about her own choices. But even with that, you know, like before I go to sleep, I have to do yoga to bring myself down. And she'll say, I don't want to go to sleep. And I'll say, okay, I'm going to do my yoga. And then she'll say, can I do stretching with you?
Oh, that's so cute. That's so nice. And that's I think that's the best way how to involve kids, not just to like tell them to
Force
do
them.
something, but just like, oh, well, if you want to, you can join or not. It's up
Yeah,
to you. That's your choice.
exactly.
I
But
love
that they
that.
have to go through that 2 years, or whatever, however long their process is to make their own decisions. And this is really good. So just so you know, about 10 years from now, when she's 14, it's going to happen again.
Oh.
Because I'm going through that with my teenagers also. But in the end, sometimes they'll be like, Mom, is it time to do yoga? I'm like, if you want to, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because, well, she's having like really strong opinions in everything. So I'm like always with my husband, like, I don't know what will happen after 10 years because now she's having like so strong opinion. What will be after? But well,
But
we'll
it's
see.
the thing of it is you have the right perspective, and you have that relationship already built. So when she goes through this again, you guys will be fine.
Yeah, I hope so as well. I hope so as well.
Yeah, I love that. I love your story. So tell me now, how you have your own business that you started how long ago?
Well, actually, I have my business now over the decade.
Um,
It's like almost 10 years.
okay.
I I basically when I was I'm how I imagined myself like when I was small, I always knew already that I will be doing something for myself. Because when I was 4, I wanted to have rehabilitation center. Then when I was 5 or 6, I wanted a beauty salon. Then after I was like, okay, I will be the head of the bank. And like I had like already those all ideas. But then I also knew that I need to go to school, get some good grades. I need to go to university, and then I will get some good work. And after, when I will have all that established and I will have some savings, I will do that thing.
Right.
But in the end, it turned out when I was legally old enough to actually establish company, of course I did it in the second day. I couldn't do it in my birthday because it was Sunday, so I waited one day. And I did it, and I just like established my company. And then I was like, oh, and what I will offer, I didn't know anything like about business, really, like kind of how you do it. I was just like reading some books and like listening some movies or like other things, but like never really like how to actually run a business. And of course, what I will do, like I was not having like real thought because I didn't have like a lot of savings to actually open some kind of place. So I should start with like some services, like with some consulting. And it was a fun journey. And I had have um, in those 10 years like I think it's seven different things what I was doing.
Wow.
And it was like all like great experience, and I love all of them. Maybe not the first one because that totally
Yeah.
flipped, but all the rest was like really good ones. And I think those all has shaped me as an entrepreneur now, because it's like basically putting all together and just doing what I do now. And because I somehow didn't know that I actually can do what I really, really, really love, like my art, my drawing. I was doing it like every single day anyway. Now I'm just doing it and people pay me, so it's win-win. And but all this graphic design, illustrating, web page building, this is what I'm doing last 3 years now.
Okay.
So that's my like online entrepreneurship like is like 3 years old. I would say that.
Wow. So do you find it difficult to balance your daughter and
Um, yeah, well, in the beginning, it was difficult because I was so passionate and I so wanted to start, and I was wanted to go big and build that momentum, and there was everything like I was just like more and more. And then I found that I'm working so much, I'm not seeing my daughter, and I was working still in part time in like my 9 to 5 work. And then somehow I realized that no, I need to set priorities. Like work is important, but my family is more important. And why I do everything what I do in my work? Because of my family.
Right.
So, okay. And then I decided family always comes first. If they want to go out to walk with the dog or to go for some road trip or just to take day off and do something, I'm here and I will cancel everything. And sometimes like in the beginning I would like feel maybe sometimes bad or like, but now I know that my all customers, they are my like ground and everything, and they really understands me and they know what it feels, because I have found that my DL customer is actually a person who really understand this lifestyle and want to live the same. The family always comes first. You build business around your lifestyle. Business is not running you, but you actually are running a business. So that is like how I find my balance. I'm I'm not finding it. There is no balance. It's just
Yeah.
family always comes first, and then when I'm feeling, I'm doing my business, and it goes really well. I do have a big waiting list for my work, like a couple of months. And in first I thought that it was like hard for me, because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm now going out with my family, but I could actually work on those things with this in like people are waiting already. But then I realized if they are right for me, they will wait because they want something from me.
Right.
If they are not right with me, for me, like, and I'm not right for them, they will go somewhere else, and that's all right, because there is so many people who do the same things as I do, and I am okay with that. I'm like, yes. And I can even like, I have some friends in circle, I can even suggest, okay, that's fine, if you can't wait for my services, here you go, there's amazing person, and I'm happy to suggest, because I just understand. I'm just like more the person that, yes, money is good, but you can't earn all the money in the world, and it will not make you so happy in the end. Of course, you can do a lot of things for your family with your financial freedom, but in the same time, my daughter, I can promise, she more appreciates time with me, and actually me being there with her. Not like that maybe after like 20 years I will be able to leave her a legacy. And I want to be more like a mom who is like inspiring my daughter, who is her and believing in her, and like believing that she can reach the goals and the dreams how I am doing, and not just mom who is not around but giving money. So I'm like, that's how I balance. Basically, I'm
Wow.
not really balancing. I'm just like
I would say that's
flowing.
more like harmonizing, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, I
it's
would
like
say.
you're harmonizing your passion for what you love to do with the people that you love to be with, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that even flows into your ideal client. You love to be with them too, but they have their place in your life. So, and
Because also like my clients, they are basically my friends. They're my, some of them are my best friends, because in our sessions and in our work, I really need to get to know them to actually make something and create something for them. So we are getting really close, and sometimes they are helping me as well. Like I'm working a lot with like health coach and like people who really cares about nature and earth and our health as well. So it's beneficial. It's like I'm learning something in the process while I'm giving those services. So that's always good. And yeah, I think like the most important thing for me and like for my family is that to make sure that my emotions are in place, that I'm happy in a happy place. Because when I'm not in that happy place, when I'm stressed out, when I'm like feeling like maybe taking too much work and like again forgetting that my priority is family, it happens. Some like it happens now as well. Like a few weeks ago, I was like, okay, no, I want to finish that and that, and I was working long hours, and then I just felt, okay, I'm not in a harmony again. I'm like a little bit like too stressed out, and that's not beneficial for anyone. I was feeling bad. My family was okay. We will stand back. We don't want to get involved with you, because I was just like so edgy and like nothing like not like me. So yeah, that's how I find it. Okay, family and actually health, those are my priorities. I always take me time when my family also knows that I need like few hours, maybe one day, 1 hour other day. I either do like exercises or like walk or something just completely alone. I'm being with myself in first place and getting myself like in right emotions and vibes, that I can be the best version for my family, the best version for my clients. And yeah, I'm still guilty sometimes for feeling maybe, okay, maybe I should spend more time with family, or maybe I should spend time more with clients, like kind of jumping, but that's just normal. And you just need to understand that you need to do what's right for that moment. If you are not feeling for working at the moment, you can figure out again how to do it maybe later, or how to change something up to make it work, and just to feel okay all the way.
Yeah, I like that. So you recognize your humanness. So sometimes, for myself, I call it monster mom. I don't know what you call it, but when you get all heavily stressed out and your family's like, okay.
Yes, and sometimes they just send me somewhere, okay, maybe just go somewhere, like just clean your mind. And that's okay. And before, like maybe like few years ago, I would be like, Mad, no, I'm fine, and like getting even more crazy. But now I'm like, oh yeah, maybe that's true. Maybe this is too much for me. Okay, I will do something for myself. I will go to take a bath maybe, or just I don't know, go to swimming pool, or like just do some cooking and not thinking about anything, like. And it does help, and it does help. And it's the same with customers. Sometimes I know that I have like because like it's like really rare actually when actually something is really urgent, like
Yeah.
we sometimes think it's really urgent, but it's actually not so urgent. And
Yeah.
if you feel that you have the day that you are like, you are not like so productive, nothing inspirational comes in your mind, and nothing, like you don't feel like doing something, you don't want to maybe be around people. We all have those days that we just want to be, okay, maybe under blanket, or maybe just I don't know, watching Netflix all day. We sometimes want that, and just like, and that's okay. It is okay. Don't feel guilty, and don't feel, I don't know, embarrassed to announce it, and to actually honestly say to your clients maybe, okay, uh, there's action plan how we can work, is that is good for you, like. And they, like, I don't know, I love my customers and clients. They always understand, and they always knows that if I am like maybe postponing something because I don't have the right inspiration, then they know that when I will have, I will over deliver and make it even more better, so they will benefit anyways. Because there is no reason to do something when you, if you don't feel that passion and that inspiration, because you will just do it for doing, especially for the artists and like creative people.
Yeah.
Like, of course there is a lot of things you need to get done, and sometimes you don't feel that inspiration, but still you need to do. But like, if it's like in long term, it will never be good. It will be like, you will be not so proud of your work, and the people around you will feel that vibe. And that's most importantly, if the people are feeling your, that you are like happy and like inspirational, and you are like ready to rock, then it's amazing. But if they actually feel that, oh my gosh, something is wrong with her, like
Yeah.
something is wrong,
Yeah.
then it's better to just step out. Like sometimes even it doesn't take a long time. You don't need to take like week vacation or something. Sometimes it's just few hours. You just need to be with yourself. You need to do something that makes you really happy, which is not related, maybe not to your family, not to your business.
Yeah.
And it helps. It does help and make a big difference.
Yeah, that me time is very, very important. And I think sometimes we get caught up in the hamster wheel. Even if we have our own businesses, we like lose sight of what's really important. And that's a really good point. And I guess it's more so for creative types, but I find that I have to catch myself sometimes too. I'll make ridiculous deadlines for myself. And then I'll be like, wait a minute, do I have to do that? Like last week, I was forcing myself with this blog post for a magazine. The deadline that I have to get the article to the magazine, October 31st. My deadline was last Wednesday. Why? Right? So it's like, okay.
Yes. We tend to plan things like really strictly, and then we just like try to stick with it. Sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's like, do I really need to do that? Yeah, so you always need to think about that.
So
And also I think like social media is like really distracting, and for me now as well, I found out that yeah, sometimes I scroll too much, sometimes I just listen to much other people thoughts in videos and live streams, and it's amazing. But well, if you just spend time to exploring other things, when you have actually time to do your own things. And I was like, okay, no, first thing in the morning when I'm waking up, I'm taking care of my family, works and schools and everything. Then I'm taking care of my dog and myself, so we are going for a walk and just being outside, maybe listening some audiobook or podcast, maybe not. And only then I come back, maybe even do some exercise, and only then, okay, now it's work time.
right.
Because you need to get your something like in the morning, not with notifications, not with emails, which is like, there can be like different questions and different things, and it's like stressing your mind. You need to start on a right kind of path and like in a happy note, and then you actually can just, okay, let's do it, and now I'm working. So yeah, I think also helps like for me like some kind of structure,
Okay.
because I am like really maybe more like flowing and like deciding what I want to do now or what I don't want to do now. But it is like really important when I have like some kind of structure. Okay, so in the morning, family time, then it's my time. Then I'm actually working on something really creative for my customers, which actually inspires me and even motivates me more. Maybe drawing, maybe just putting something together, maybe searching inspiration boards, or maybe sending some offer. That's like for a few hours. And then after, okay, social media time. Only half an hour, all the notifications, comments, what I can get in half an hour, and that's it. Like emails, that's it.
Good.
And then again it's like again like lunchtime or like me time, and then again like other part of working. And yeah, and I find that it really helps as well, because it is like I don't have like really days off. It's not that I'm like, okay, Sundays or Saturdays I'm not working, or evenings I'm not working. No, it's not like that. I love to work when I feel to work. If I Sunday and I'm feeling that I want to work, I will work. And like I that's how I structure, and I feel it like for me personally it's really good. I know for a lot of other people, they need to know, okay, no, I'm working like work days basically 9 to 5.
Right.
But I didn't quit 9 to 5 to work 9 to 5 again.
Right.
So I'm like, when I feel it and when like it's good fit for my lifestyle, then I'm doing it, and it works now for now really well for my health, for my family, and for my business. So
I
I'm
like
I'm
that.
happy with that.
So you've given us like your morning routine kind of structure in the day. Do you have an evening routine?
Yes, I actually do. I have like as well in evening, depends what kind of movements and exercises I have done in the morning side. In evening side as well, either it's like maybe walk or like some I really love swimming pool. So
Okay.
sometimes it can be like that as well. But basically I do like at least 1-2 hours before I'm planning to go sleep. There's no really devices, no like work notifications and stuff and social media. I can watch some maybe movie which like just gets my mind away from everything, or maybe some YouTube videos I also like. But I tend to watch too much like really work things what could help my business, so I'm like, okay, that's also not the case. But I love there's one yoga what I'm doing as well, like YouTube channel, and just really love the vibe and everything. So I love to do that, and reading, and also like just spending time with my daughter, like maybe reading for her, or she's like, when we moved, she knew Latvian, like our original language.
Right.
And then she was like, okay, no one is speaking in this language. No way, I'm not using it anymore. So she started to talk only English. And then for 2 years, she was just like, we are talking in our like language at home, but she was always answering English. So I was like, okay. And then we started to like talk more and more like with her like in Latvian, but still she was just answering English and English. And now she's starting to ask me, especially before bed, oh, what is it in Latvian? What is it in Latvian? So that's our evening ritual as well, how we are doing, and that's how I prepare for sleep as well. But
That's
yeah, sometimes
beautiful.
some candles, sometimes some essential oils, or it really helps. And I do love bath.
Yes, yes.
I do love bath.
I love that. So tell me, I just have one last question. We've had such an amazing range of flowing conversation today, but if there were 3 strategies that you would recommend, what would be those 3 takeaways you would want someone to have listening?
The first one probably would be like the biggest one, kind of involving everything, and that's the suggestion that everything is figure-outable. Like wherever you think that you can't do it, you actually can do it. You can always find solution. If you think that you are feeling so badly and you can't get out from that, like some health issues or circles, you just need to find solution somewhere else. Just need to search from different perspective, from different side, and you can figure out what actually really fits for you and it really good thing for you, because every single body, every single situation is different, and something what is good for someone cannot be so good for anyone else. So you need to find the right thing for you. The second one, just like make your priorities what is actually you are living for. Just sit down and imagine, like if you would have like all the freedom what you have, what you want, like time, financial, what would be the things you would like to do right now? What would be the things how you would like to spend your life if there would be no limitations? And then just write down what you would do. Maybe you would, I don't know, travel. Maybe you would like sleep all day. Maybe you would like walk all day, or like what kind of things, what you will eat, how does it would feel like. Write it down and then just see what you actually can implement, because most of the time, most of the things you can do right now, and you don't need to wait that magic time when you will do that for your health, for your business, for your family. You can do it right now. And the third is I think just believe in yourself, like trust yourself, trust your gut, because I think that's probably the most, the best thing what has happened with me is just actually to trust myself, because we usually know what we maybe don't really want to eat, but we still eat because we think we need to. But our inner voice is saying that it doesn't feel good. And it's the same about like other situations. It's about business. You know, there's client and maybe it seems like a good fit, but you feel that resistance in yourself. Then don't say that, okay, we can be amazing friends, but there is another person who can help you, because I think it's not like good fit for us in business. Because always think about how you feel, what is your happy place, how you feel balanced. Because if you feel that some stress is coming in, then just like figure out why, and do you actually need to deal with it. Because well, I think that would be my like 3 things what I would suggest. And but yeah, for more practical things, definitely find some information about herbs and alternative things, how you can improve your health, and allow that information to come. Be open-minded. Like it doesn't always, I know that there's a lot of things what we know from childhood, that's how we do, that's how it is, and there's basically haven't been any other way. But there most of the time there is, and we can try something different. So So yeah.
I love that. I love that. Yes, keep your mind open. Absolutely. So I want to just ask you one last thing. So if anyone wants to work with you as an artist or graphic designer, where can they find you?
Yeah, well, they can find me. Basically, I'm everywhere like Guna Meldere. So Twitter, Instagram, Periscope, Facebook, YouTube. But basically, www.gunameldere.com is my webpage. Um, they can find my works. I also opening a shop really soon where I will place my drawings and patterns and even templates for logos, because my purpose is really help as much people as I can. And working one to one, of course, it's not really possible because there's a lot of people around there who needs help with visual identity, with branding, with web page. And so yeah, I have two things. I have my free Facebook group where people can join, and that's my like business baby. I'm like really giving a lot of information and basically teaching all my magic and what I know, that people can, not hiring me, just take that information and basically implement in their businesses, that they can improve their visuals and be more confident about what they are putting out there. And yeah, another thing what is coming is my shop, where actually people can already buy something um, pre-made and just can change things up and use for their own goods. So yeah, and that's what is coming.
Wow, I love that. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time today. And thank you to all our listeners and viewers.
Thank you so much for having me. It was actually really good, and I would say like healing process for myself as well, to actually look back how things were a long time ago, and where I am here, where I'm now, and how my mom and my family feels, and what can I teach my daughter. So yeah, it's like been really good experience to just like look back and to finalize my thoughts about that. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, definitely life is a journey, and, just embracing it and seeing your light come out of your experiences. That's so beautiful of you to share that with us. So thank you
Thank you.
for being here today. Have an amazing day.
Thank you. You too.